Finding a secret or an Easter egg in a video game is always a cool moment, and luckily for us wrestling gamers, we've had more than our fair share over the years, as WWE games tend to be jam-packed full of secrets and Easter eggs that most players miss. Today we're going to take a look at the most recent entry in the WWE 2K series, WWE 2K20, as we uncover some of the best secrets and Easter eggs that it has to behold. Before we get started, if you enjoyed this video, please consider dropping it a like, as it really does help the channel out, and if you want to see more secret and Easter egg videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on future videos. To start things off, let's head to Riley Flash's Wrestling Academy, where if you take a look at the area behind the ring that contains all of Flash's trophies and accolades, there's various Easter eggs for stars both in the game and those who are no longer part of it. Using the highlight reel to get a better look at this area, we can see that Flash has collected masks from various well-known luchadors, including Sin Cara, Gran Metalik and Rey Mysterio, with these masks all featuring designs seen in past games. Alongside the luchador masks, there's also Kane's old mask from 2002 and two versions of Vader's mask, despite the fact that Vader isn't part of the game's roster. Another mask that players may recognise is the mask worn by the Masked Attacker in WWE 2K19's My Career mode, as not only is this mask featured, but we also see various versions of it featuring different colours. Have you ever wondered how the Fiend's able to suddenly transport himself from the ringside area to the stage when the lights go out? If you have, then this one's for you, as should you play a match in an outdoor arena that is well lit, like Hell's Coliseum, during the Fiend's victory scene, you can actually see him exit the ring and then run up the ramp to get into position. Over the years, we've seen various superstars become synonymous with the use of specific weapons, none more so than Triple H and his trusty sledgehammer. To pay homage to this, should you grab a weapon from the left side of the ring using Triple H, rather than displaying the weapon wheel, Triple H will pull out a sledgehammer. This Easter egg also expands to other superstars who have notable weapons, such as Sting, as grabbing a weapon from the left side of the ring with Sting will see him pull out his black baseball bat. The third superstar to have their own unique weapon is a little bit less obvious, as Gentleman Jack Gallagher will pull out this umbrella, with this weapon being exclusive to Jack as it's not available anywhere else. During her time in the Riot Squad, Liv Morgan will be seen on TV sporting a blue tongue, which is a small detail that you would forgive the developers for missing, as it's not very often a superstar's tongue can be seen. In WWE 2K20 though, should you load up the highlight reel and zoom in on Liv's model while her mouth's open, then you'll notice that the developers actually included this as part of the model. Despite Goldust no longer appearing in the series following his departure from the company, should you select the Golden Wand 1 entrance motion in Create an Entrance, then this will see the Shattered Dreams Productions intro from Goldust's Titantron play before then switching back to the arena. For players looking for extra match types, WWE 2K20 already features the addition of one new match type in mixed tag team matches. However, hidden away in the custom match rules section, players can find the option to enable First Blood rules or Finisher only, which allows the player to create two additional match types. When First Blood is enabled, players can win the match by being the first person to make their opponent bleed, which is best brought about through the use of weapons. When Finisher only is enabled, this creates a new match type that sees the match end after a player successfully performs their finisher, which can make for a pretty exciting ending. As part of the Bump in the Night DLC, we had the addition of Bray Wyatt as the Swamp Father, with the Swamp Father featuring this unique taunt that sees him pull up a lantern from under the ring. Using this taunt with other superstars all leads to the same outcome. However, should you assign this taunt to the Fiend, then you'll instead see him pull out his own lantern featuring the head of Bray Wyatt. Back in the days of SmackDown vs Raw, Create a Moveset featured green and red Moveset Men to preview moves, however these were replaced with the more realistic models after 2K took over. Despite this, should you load up Ted DiBiase's victory motion in Create a Victory, you'll be treated to the return of the green Moveset Man who plays the part of Ted's opponent. The green Moveset Man can also be seen in other victory scenes, including No Way Jose's and former WWE star Summer Rae's old victory motion, which is titled Summer Days. During the entrance of Shane McMahon, Greg Hamilton can be heard introducing Shane as the best in the world, a moniker that Shane started using after winning the WWE World Cup at WWE's Saudi Arabia pay-per-view in 2018. Despite being referred to as the best in the world, Shane's WWE World Cup isn't featured in his entrance, nor is it available to compete for in tournaments. However, it can be seen when playing matches in Riley Flash's Wrestling Academy, as the trophy is visible when viewing Flash's trophy hall in the area behind the ring. One of the biggest omissions in WWE 2K20 was the removal of Dean Ambrose, who was taken out of the game after making the jump to AEW. Despite his removal, should you load up the rundown version of the BCW arena and take a look at the cardboard boxes that can be seen scattered around the arena, these contain multiple references to Ambrose. The logo, which reads Dirty Deeds, is a clear reference to Ambrose's finishing move of the same name, whilst the slogan, On the Fringe of Lunacy, is a take on his nickname, the Lunatic Fringe. Other Easter eggs featured on the box include the text WWE 619, which is obviously a reference to Rey Mysterio, and then there's also this sequence of ones and zeros, which is actually binary code and translates to the initials WWE. Should you load up Create an Entrance and check out the entrance motion that's titled Mr. Red, White and Blue, this new entrance motion belongs to WWE legend Hacksaw Jim Duggan, who surprisingly has never appeared in the series. Not only does the name of this entrance motion and the American flag hint at Duggan, but should you take a look at the animation of the left hand, you can clearly see that this animation was originally intended to hold Duggan's 2x4, as the animation sees the player carry down an invisible item to ringside before then placing it on the steel steps. If you've ever found yourself browsing the stage props in Create an Arena and you've come across the text on the rundown car, this is an Easter egg for Gerald Briscoe's Briscoe Brothers Auto Shop based in Tampa, Florida. This was originally added as part of the entranceway for the Over the Edge pay-per-view featured in WWE 2K16, with the developers choosing to include the text as it was originally shown on the car at the Real World event. As we head into the backstage area and Mr. McMahon's office, should you take a look at the magazine on his desk, this magazine notes the inclusion of a free demo of WWE 2K20. This magazine is part of a set of magazines that can be found scattered throughout the backstage area, all of which feature different promotions, such as the chance to win WWE's Old Spinner Championship, free posters, and even a set of John Cena You Can't See Me wristbands. The oddest thing about these Easter eggs is that the magazines are actually dated 2029, and they go on to feature out-of-date renders and logos, as well as the inclusion of two stars who aren't featured in the game, Bushwhacker Luke and Rich Swann. Special commentary can be some of the best Easter eggs that players can come across in 2K20. There's not only a special commentary triggered during holidays in Universe mode, but there's also unique dialogue that plays when tag team partners square off, when two well-known rivals go up against each other, and even when a big-name superstar shows up on a different brand, such as NXT.
On NXT, here comes the big dog! This is a real treat for the NXT universe.
Heading back to the Riley Flash Wrestling Academy, this time we're taking a closer look at some of the newspaper clippings that are dotted around the arena, as these clippings appear to feature articles on Ric Flair, Macho Man, Andre the Giant and the Ultimate Warrior. On closer inspection though, these clippings are actually one of the game's biggest Easter eggs, as these clippings are newspaper articles from the Hill Valley Telegraph, which was featured in the Back to the Future films, with these headlines being shown at the end of the second movie when Marty changes the future. One small Easter egg that tends to go unnoticed is the unique rebound animation for Hulk Hogan, as rebounding off the ropes with a Hulkster leads to this unique rebound animation that is different to everyone else. Whilst this is just a small thing in general, it's great attention to detail and something that Hogan fans are sure to appreciate. When choosing to play a match as Goldberg and watching his entrance, you see him leaving this dressing room in an unknown part of the arena that isn't usually accessible. However, using the free cam in Create Video, Goldberg's dressing room can be found floating behind the entranceway. When using the free cam to explore the area, you can see the entire corridor that Goldberg walks, as well as his private dressing room, which contains various lockers. Our next Easter egg takes place when playing as the Swiss Superman, as Cesaro has a unique reversal animation to the Hurricane Rana that sees him counter the move into a devastating Swiss uppercut rather than use the standard reversal. For anyone that played through the DLC towers in 2K Originals, you'll know that you occasionally come across an unnamed narrator who helps to tell the story through the use of text at the beginning and end of matches. As for who the narrator is, should you complete the Street Ninja Showdown Tower in Southpaw Regional Wrestling DLC, then the very last line of dialogue reveals who the narrator actually is. For me, it turned out to be none other than CM Punk, which was a massive surprise. However, the name displayed will differ for everyone, as the developers coded the name of the narrator to display the name used by one of your creations. Therefore, due to the fact that I had a CM Punk downloaded, he was randomly revealed as the narrator in my story, but the name that you see will be determined by the creations in yours. Despite The Fiend debuting too late to make an appearance in my career mode as an actual character, should you load up the Wretchmire cabin that was home to Bray Wyatt and Nikki Cross, the pictures hanging on the wall around the fireplace can be seen to feature images of The Fiend as well as the logo for the Firefly Funhouse. Going back to Greg Hamilton, one Easter egg that you can listen out for takes place during Edge's entrance, as should you use the Rated R Superstar in a non-WWE arena, then you'll hear him introduced normally. However, should you use Edge in a WWE arena, then you'll hear Greg Hamilton do his best Tony Chimmel impression as he recreates Chimmel's voice crack when announcing the Rated R Superstar.
The Rated R Superstar, Edge! The Rated R Superstar, Edge!
Another Easter egg that is great attention to detail occurs when removing the turnbuckle pad from the corner, as should the referee notice that the pad is missing, he'll walk over to the corner and replace it. Not only is this great attention to detail, but it's also a great way to distract the referee, as this creates an opening in the match that allows players to utilise a weapon, a low blow, or even the green mist, all without the fear of disqualification. Should you select the European Championship as a base when creating a custom championship, despite the belt being updated to feature the WWE logo on the faceplate, you can still see the old WWF logo on the side plate. The leftover WWF logo isn't just limited to the European Championship, as should you zoom in on the logos featured on the Smoking Skull and Brahma Bull Championships, then despite 2K colouring in the WW part of the logo, the original outline, which includes the F, is still visible. If you really want to get the crowd going when performing a finishing move, rather than using the regular finisher combination of the strike and grapple buttons, instead try using the OMG combination of holding R1 and pressing triangle, as this alternate way of performing your finisher will see the crowd start chanting "This is awesome." For players living in Altoona, Pennsylvania, you may notice a striking resemblance to a local baseball stadium when playing matches in the baseball arena, as this arena is a recreation of the People's Natural Gas Field, which is home to minor league baseball team Altoona Curve. The stadium is instantly recognisable due to the Skyliner roller coaster in the background, which is part of the Lakemont Park amusement park. Comparing the arena aerially with this view from Google Maps, then you can clearly see the resemblance, as not only is the stadium being recreated, but so have the amusements outside of the stadium and some of the surrounding buildings. The inclusion of the arena appears to be down to the reusing of old assets, as this arena was actually featured in 2012's MLB 2K13, which was also published by 2K. So there's a whole host of secrets and Easter eggs featured in WWE 2K20. What was your favourite? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please do leave it a like and subscribe to the channel for more. Until next time though, thank you so much for watching, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.